Out in the heart of Montana, where the land rolls wider than the sky, love can appear where you least expect it, and sometimes it starts with a single simple question: will it fit? Our camera pans across the Golden Plains, a sunset bleeding over the horizon. Dust floats in the air. A small horse ranch sits alone between endless fences. A pickup truck stops by the old wooden barn. Uh, a city girl in her late 20s steps out holding a box wrapped in brown paper. She's come all the way from Chicago to deliver handmade leather saddle straps ordered online by a man named Jake Harlow, a quiet rancher who barely uses his phone. She walks toward the barn. Inside, Jake is fixing a fence post. Strong hands, sunburnt skin, cowboy hat low over his eyes. Excuse me, Mr. Harlow. I'm Clara Evans. I think these are yours. Jake looks up surprised, his voice slow, deep. I didn't think the company sent folks all the way from the city for a few leather straps. Oh, Clara, smiling nervously. Anyway, wanted to make sure they fit right. She hands him the package. He slices it open with his pocket knife and pulls out the straps. They're beautiful, detailed stitching, soft brown leather. Jake tries to buckle one around the saddle horn. It's a bit tight. He looks up, eyebrow raised. Too small? Will it fit? Clara hesitates, watching him. It should if you adjust the buckle a little. Jake freezes, eyes softening. Then quietly, it'll fit just fine. The words linger, slow, meaningful. Camera zooms close, her eyes meet his. The day stretches long. Clara ends up helping him with small chores, feeding horses, closing gates. She laughs as the wind tosses her hair, trying to balance a heavy feed bucket. Jake grinning, you handle city traffic but can't handle a bucket of grain? Oh, hey, I'm learning. They share a moment, genuine laughter echoing in the open air. As sunset falls, they sit by the wooden fence watching the sky. Jake hands her a cup of coffee. The silence between them is soft, peaceful. Clara, you don't talk much, do you? Ooh, here, the wind says most of what needs saying. She smiles, looking at him, realizing there's something in his quiet that feels safe. That night, a sudden storm hits. Thunder shakes the barn as rain lashes the windows. Jake runs outside to tie down loose tarps. Clara follows with a flashlight. Lightning flashes. One of the horses breaks free. Jake rushes into the dark to catch it. Clara shouts at Jake and runs after him despite them. They finally corner the frightened horse under a lone oak. Jake wraps the rope around its neck, calming it gently. He's drenched, breathing hard. She hands him the flashlight, trembling. Clara, worried, you could have been struck. Why didn't you wait for me? Jake smiling faintly, because I don't wait when something I care about runs away. For a moment, the storm fades in their silence. Rain drips from their faces. They look at each other. The thunder rolls behind them, and something changes between them. The storm clears. Morning light breaks through clouds, painting the ranch gold again. Clara steps into the barn, her clothes still damp. Jake's already there, brushing one of the horses. He turns toward her, quiet smile. A city girl survived a Montana storm. Not bad. Clara grinning. I thought the barn was gonna fly away. She notices the strap they tested yesterday, perfectly adjusted now. Jake pats the saddle. I guess you were right. It fits. Clara runs her hand along the leather, softer now. Sometimes you just have to loosen a few things to make them work. Jake meets her eyes. Something deep passes between them. A few days later, her work is done. She's packing up her truck, ready to leave. Jake stands near the barn, hands in his pockets. Back to the city lights, Clara quietly. Yeah, my life's there. My clients, my shop, everything. He nods slowly. Well, you did good work. The straps fit just fine. She looks at him, wanting to say something more, but instead just smiles. She gets in her truck. As she drives off, she glances in the rearview mirror. Jake's still standing there, watching the road fade into dust. 2 weeks later, Jake receives a small envelope. No return name, just a Chicago address. Inside, a photo of the ranch taken at sunrise, and a note in neat handwriting. Sometimes the best things do fit, just not the way we expect. Clara, Jake stares at the photo, his thumb brushing the edge of the paper. He looks out the window at the same sunrise lighting up his land. He whispers softly, "It'll fit just fine." Winter snow covers the ranch. Jake's feeding the horses when a familiar pickup truck pulls up. Clara steps out, bundled in a coat, holding a small box. Jay grinning slightly. You again? Clara frowns another order to deliver. She hands him the box. This time it's a hand-stitched leather belt, on the inside engraved in tiny letters. It'll fit just fine. Jake looks at her, eyes soft, almost shining. You came all this way for that? Smiling. Maybe I just missed the view. They stand in silence as snow falls. Two souls who finally understand what it means to have fit. The camera pans up. Snowflakes drift over the ranch. Music swells. Sometimes in life, what feels too small isn't about size. It's about timing, patience, and the space two hearts make for each other. A love doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to fit just fine. Fade to black.